Bosnia time. Welcome to Pohol Verzin 2026 World Bosnia Cup. This is day 5, and please welcome the teams for the 5th round of pairs and team matches. Playing on court number 2 for Pool A, round 4, BC1 into team, the match between Spain and Croatia. Playing on court number 4 for Pool A, round 4, BC1 into team, the match between Czech Republic and Slovakia. The official will be Simon Reis. Playing on court number 5 for Pool A, round 4, BC3 pairs, the match between Poland and Brazil. The official will be Maria Alcara. Playing on court number 6 for Pool B, round 2, BC1 into team, the match between France and Portugal. The official will be Hedwig Lamberets. Playing on court number 7 for Pool A, round 4, BC3 pairs, the match between Singapore and Sweden. The official will be Darren Thompson. Playing on court number 8 for Pool B, round 2, BC1 into team, the match between Great Britain and Brazil. The official will be Aline Pereira. Start warm-up. Playing on court number 2 for Pool A, round 4, BC1 into team, representing Spain, Juan Manuel Montilla and Desiree Segarra, and also Hainoa Meñaca. Representing Croatia, Martin Frkovic, Dora Basic, and Luka Wagner. Playing on court number 4 for Pool A, round 4, BC1 into team, representing Slovakia, Tomas Kral, Robert Medzik, and Eliška Jankekova. Representing Czech Republic, Roman Sajdak, Jan Atak, and Irina Krebikova. Playing on court number 5 for Pool A Round 4 BC3 pairs, representing Brazil, Mateus Carvalho and Evani Calado. Representing Poland, Damian Izgziki and Malgorzata Perlinska. Playing on court number 6 for Pool B Round 2 BC1 into team, representing Portugal, André Ramos e David Araújo e Cristina Gonçalves. Representing France, Julien Parmentier, Aurélie Aubert and Faikal Megeni. Playing on court number 7 for Pool A Round 4 BC3 pairs, representing Singapore, Aloysius Gan and Nurul Asika Mohamed. Representing Sweden, Christopher Agdal and Maria Bustrom. Playing on court number 8 for Pool B Round 2 BC1 into team, representing Brazil, José Carlos Chagas, Andressa de Oliveira e Maciel Santos. Representing Great Britain, David Smith, Said Reshad and Kaylee Brown. Good luck to all and may the best win.
Welcome back everyone, back to court number 2 here at Povo Varzim 2026 World Boccia Cup. I'm Joe Carvalho and now we're gonna have the last game here of the day in the pairs and teams competition. Right now on court number 2, the Spanish team of Juan Manuel Montilla, Desiree Segarra and Ainhoa Menhaca are now finishing their warm-up as they're gonna face Croatia in Martin Frikovic, Dora Basic and Luka Wagner. This will be the last match, as I said, and today. And tomorrow we're gonna start with the knockout stages. And one thing that we're sure is that we're gonna give you a good match here between the 15th in the world ranking against the 23rd. And Spain is the 15th, Croatia 23rd. But that difference in the ranking and the position, it does not translate to the court, because we're sure they're gonna give you the best boccia. Right now we're just waiting for the head referee go ahead to start this final game today. And this game is going to start with Spain. Spain are playing with the red balls, Croatia with the blue balls. Remembering all that in the team's competition, each player gets two colored balls to play, and of course 6 ends that each player will throw the jack once. And of course we're gonna have here once again Desiree Segarra. That was the first game that we had in this competition in this court. It's a court that gives her good memories as she won against Aurélie Aubert from France, the Paralympic winner. And of course, let's see here. This court gives her that advantage.
Start matches.
As we now get the official indication to start the game. Let's see where the first ball goes. We're used to see Desiree play a long game. Of course, she plays just like André Ramos from Portugal. with her foot. And as we see here, it's a long game. Right in front of our commentary booth. And she'll now. She asked for her sports assistant to put the ball where she wanted. It's not the greatest ball that she could play. It's slightly to the right and leaves it completely open for all the opponents. It's going to be Luka Wagner to play for Croatia now as he gets ready to throw his ball. He made the movement to visualize. But he goes with too much strength and he's out of the court. Maybe this was what Spain was hoping, that their opponents could not get the right hand and play with too much strength or little strength. And now Luka Wagner with a perfect ball. Managed to land just in front of the jack. And reminding you all that we're also transmitting all the other courts in our YouTube page. It's now Anyo Miyaka to play. Was a little to her left, managed to strike the first ball that Desiree Segura played. Now will be Juan Manuel Montilla's turn to play. And he managed to slightly touch the blue ball, not able to get it out of the way. Looks like it's Anyoa to play. She's playing on the 5th box. Once again, touching slightly the blue ball. Now, the medalist in the individual competition, Juan Manuel Montilla, will play. Still not enough to be in a scoring position or get that blue out of the way. Now Spain will play the last ball, while Croatia still has 4 balls left. See, this is Segarra to play, and it's a little to her left. This can be a good chance for Croatia to score some important points here. Will be Martin Frikovic to play this ball now. But it's short. As we see here. But we talk in another matches that the long game has the less percentage of accuracy. You still see balls scatter all around the jack. And it's a great ball by Martin Frikovic. Managing to stick the blue ball on the jack. Now only 2 balls left. And it's Basic to play both balls. That is the captain of this Croatian team. I believe he's not in a scoring position. I believe that for the referee on court. But it's short. Two for blue, 2 for Croatia. Here on this first end. The Croatian team that last time in Povla in 2024 finished in 7th. And they were also here in Coimbra. Back in Coimbra last year and were 5th. And to give you an update on the other courts, they're all still on the first end, so all 0-0, as we see here. Of course, remembering you all what already been said during this, and that you can watch all the other games. They are being streamed live on our YouTube page. Para quem nos acompanha, Portugal, e queira ver a nossa equipa a jogar, na nossa página de YouTube estamos a transmitir também o campo número 6, que é onde a nossa equipa vai jogando contra a equipa francesa. As we now start the second end with, I would say, interesting strategy by the Croatian team. Normally the team and the players that are playing in blue normally play to their right side, as is the side that has more athletes there. And they play to the left side. No, Martin Frikovic didn't manage to get the ball close enough. leaves a gap. It stops Juan Manuel Montilla from seeing all the ball, but Ainhoa Menhaca and Desiree Segarra still managed to see all the ball. And for me, who looks like is the captain, Ainhoa, to play. She plays with too much strength. It goes on the left of our viewers' point. They're right. Now will be the Spanish Desiree Segarra to play. She that plays on box number 1. And of course she plays with her foot. And it's a good ball. She managed to strike the jack. But it still leaves Dora Basic with enough space to play a positioning shot. And also Luca Wagner can also play as he has complete access to the jack. Now let's see who's to play. It's Luca Wagner to play. As we see here, preparing, visualizing his next play. He's taking his time to play. With still 2 minutes 52 to play. It's a good ball. Perhaps not what he was hoping for. Managed to strike that red. But not able to be in the scoring position. Now it really will be Dora Basic, the captain of Croatia, to play. She that can also play with that blue ball. Striking just slightly. Maybe not what she was hoping for. She was hoping that that ball would strike slightly and make the ball that she played go in front of the jack. But like this, she only managed to get the other ball closer to the jack, leaving an opening for the Spanish team. It's not the best ball, but she managed to stop the pressure on that side. And also Juan Manuel Montilla can play on that red to get in front of the jack. But it will be Desiree Segarra. And she goes against that blue. This way it stops that play that I was talking about from happening. course, last time that these two teams were in the competition together, it was at the Europeans, where Spain finished 5th and Croatia only 9th. They also played at the Challenger in Olbia in 2025, where Spain finished 1st. They won the gold medal, while Croatia was 3rd. They got the bronze medal. And Montilla now played against that blue. Currently, Croatia, I believe, is scoring 2. That's the indication that the referee gives after Dora Basic asked for the result. Of course, now they are deciding the next best play. Of course, they are not content with only 2 points here on this end. They'll want to score more, gain a bigger advantage over their opponents. It's a short ball by Martin Frikovic, as we see here. Of course, the Croatian team risking here getting some more points can also lead to give their opponents a point if they don't manage to do the right play. Let's see Luka Wagner to play. He plays against Martin Frikovic. Ball played earlier. Now will be the last ball for Dora Basic. And it's with too much strength. Will be 2 for blue. The Spanish captain still wants to go onto the court to check. And Dora Basic also coming to the court. They both agree. Of course, Dora would be happy if it was more points. Nyoa didn't want to lose the 2 points here, but she can also be happy that the Croatian team didn't score more. Of course, they played a good defense. Now, 1 minute to the start of the third end, and then there will be Luka Wagner to start. Now that we're into the third end, of course, we can see the updates from all the other matches that are happening here in Povel Varzim. On court number 4, the Czech team is winning 1-0 against Slovakia. On court number 5, the BC3 pair from Brazil is winning 2-0 against Poland. Court number 6, Portugal. The team of Portugal is winning 2-0 against the French team. Court number 7, the Swedish pair is winning 1-0 against Singapore. And finally, on court number 8, the team that we had already here, the team from Great Britain, is winning 1-0 against Brazil. Now we have the indication that the jack can be played by Spain. It was my mistake before saying that it was Luka Wagner to play. And of course, the third end is an end where the second Spanish player plays the jack. Of course, in teams, the jack, the red team will play the jack in the first, third, and fifth hand, and the blue team second, fourth, and sixth. Once again, Spain going for a long game, just slightly shorter than what they played in the first end. And Juan Manuel Montilla plays a short ball, but he perhaps gets in slightly in front of Dora Basic. I don't know if she can play through the left of her point. Lembrando que Portugal está a jogar no campo número 6, um campo que está a ter transmissão também na nossa página do YouTube. So we saw Croatia play short ball. Now Martin Frikovic plays a good ball. Get it really close to the jack. And now will be Desiree Segarra to play. Probably not the best play from Desiree here on this court. Now will be Juan Manuel Montilla to play. But it goes through the left. Already 3 balls played by Spain. Can this plan to go for a long game backfire on them? It's called a fault by the liner on Ainhoa Menhaca. She's not currently touching the line. But from what we saw here, we can also understand the liner's decision because the chair moved. Now the ball that was retracted was given back to the Spanish player. Now the time will need to be put back once again. So 35 seconds were given back. That was the time that Ainhoa Menhaca started to play. Of course, with the help from yours truly. Watching here on our live stream, the clock. And we were able to see when Ainhoa Menhaca was preparing her play. Will be Desiree Segarra's turn to play. Pass through the left of the player's view. Now last ball for Spain. It's not the best ball. This can really backfire on the Spanish team. Now Croatia still with 4 balls left to play in this end. They can get a really important advantage here. Already winning by 4. But once again winning the opponent's turn to play the jack can give a big difference. As we see here, there's a lot of space, a big area for them to play. Luka Wagner and Dara Pasic still with 2 balls each to play. The closest red ball to the jack is the one that it's on the left, on our left side. on the lower position. It's not a good position play by Luca Wagner that has a lot of space to play, and it went against one of the Reds. But that's good for the Spanish team. It's not the opponents that missed, it was the Spanish team that played the defense. And once again, too much to the right of the players. That could have turned to 5 points and for Croatia. It's now only 3 points are possible for them. See now their passage to play. And it goes against the other red that is in their way. So a good defense by Spain. Now Croatia only 1 minute left, 1 ball left, and only scoring 1 ball. And this is a short ball by Dora Basic. It's only 1 for blue in this end. Of course, not the result that Croatia was hoping. And Spain is certainly happy that their opponents weren't able to score more. So now taking this 1 minute to go to the other courts. We're on court number 4. We still have the Czech team of Sajak, Atak and Krebichova winning against Moskva, Robert Mezike, Eliska Jankechova from Slovakia. Now it turned, finish of the third end. Now it's 3 for Slovakia, 2 for Czechia. On court number 5, the pair from Poland still winning. Now it's winning. They managed to turn the game around. Now it's 3-2 against Brazil. On court number 6, of course, Portugal playing, winning 5-0 against France. And on court number 8, there's a tie between Great Britain and Brazil. And on court number 7, as I forgot to mention, the Singaporean pair also managed to turn the game around. Now it's winning 2-1 against Sweden. Now it was Luca Wagner to play the jack. Now playing the first color ball. And it's a good ball. He manages to get in front of Desiree Segaha. Of course, leaving Anyoa Menyaka a lot of space to open. And then it surely would be Juan Manuel Montilla to play a positioning shot. Of course, here they want the white ball, the jack, to move to a longer position on the court, to being able for all to see the ball completely. And the Spanish captain managed to just move slightly the jack. Now the referee measuring the distance between the balls to see who's to play next. And it's still Spain to play. Now, Anyoa to play. And that's a better ball from her. manages to get in front of the jack and in touching position. But as we can see here, still a gap in between the red and the blue that Luca Wagner can get there. But the communication in between the Croatian team, and of course, I'm able to speak Portuguese. That's my native language. I can speak fairly good in English. I cannot speak Croatian, but I could understand by their expressions that it will be Martin Frekovic to try to open this position. Not able to get there. Slightly short and on the left of the ball from the player's point of view. Still 3 minutes and 4 balls left for Croatia. It's a great ball by Luca Wagner, managing to go through the gap and push the jack away and still be in a scoring position and also defending. So it will be Juan Manuel Montilla to play. It's a good opening. As you can see here now on the replay. He got the jack closer to the red on the left. Now it's still Croatia to play. Sic managed to get that a little bit off that red to play this positioning. And the referee is not sure on who's scoring, so she'll measure. Of course, in all the BC1 2 teams, it's needed to have one female athlete, and normally the teams use two BC2 players and only one BC1 player. And we can see here in Spain and Croatia, both are playing with the opposite. They're playing with two BC1 players. So that composition is not completely new, not impossible, but sure, it's not the norm all around the world. A small touch from the ball, played by this Rezega, but not enough to turn the point. Now only 1 minute left to play two balls. And of course, Croatia only with one left. Now only 30 seconds left for Spain. Was able to do a combination and managed to get that right in the scoring position, as we see here on the replay. So now will be Croatia to play the last ball. And it'll be Martin Frikovic to play on the box number 2. Also try to go for a combination where that first blue on the right of the jack will get closer. Left now for Croatia to play in this end. And that's the combination that it goes for. 17 seconds left for Spain. The captain asked for the score. Not sure. She'll need to measure, but of course we know that this aerial view can be quite deceptive. And it's time for Spain. They cannot throw this last ball. It's a little bit down to the measuring. The referee asked for the captains to come onto the court to watch the measuring taking place. It looks like it's one for red from our point of view, as we see here. But it can be deceptive. That's why the referees are on on the court. It's their job, their function to uphold the rules. As we see here, smallest detail, just a tiny gap. Fraction of millimeters. It looks like it's one for red. I don't speak Croatian, but I know a bit of Spanish. I could hear the Spanish captain saying that it was one for them. So now they'll go to the fifth and trailing by 4 as the score is 5-1 in favor of Croatia. Having this opportunity to update you on the results on the other courts. On court number 4, the team from Slovakia is winning 6-2 against Czechia. Court number 5, the Polish pair is winning 5-2 against Brazil. On court number 6, of course, Portugal is winning 9-1 against France. Court number 7, Singapore 2, Sweden 1. And on court number 8, Great Britain 2, Brazil 1. As the referee gave indication to Spanish captain Año Meñaca to play the jack. And she goes for a long game. Longer than the other two ends where they played the jack. But in a more central position. It's an even longer ball. The first red. And of course, the other two ends that they played the jack game to a long game, they weren't successful, but still, they believe in the game plan. And it looks like it's Luka Wagner to play the first blue ball for Croatia. And it's still a short ball, but surely gets in the way of Año Meñaca. But also probably in the way of Dora Pasic. Let's see here now. Second ball for Luka Wagner. Too much to their right. Our left with too much strength. Can be this time that the game plan from Spain to play a long game can work for them. They need 4 points to tie the game and go to the last end the sixth and may not be the last if they tie. Good attack game. It also all depends on how the Croatian team plays now. Let's see, Martin Frkovic changed the ball that he was going to play. And it's still a short ball, but still gets in the way of their opponents. As now, Anyoa Mingake is still to play one ball, and those two blue balls are in the way. Of course, Desiree has a more or less open view, but there's a lot of space, a big area where all the red balls can score. And let's see now, Lara Basic. She manages to get close to the jack. That's the right direction. It helps to defend, but not with enough strength. So this can be a great end for Spain. Let's see. Last ball for Croatia. It's a short ball. It gets in the way. Spain only depends on themselves to score 6 in this end. As Miyaka and Juan Manuel Montilla come to the court to see the area that they need to play to score. It can be a great end for Spain. They not only depend on themselves here on this end to go to the 6th end winning. Of course, they score here 4. They tie at 5. Scoring 5, they'll lead by 1. And not impossible to score 6. They'll lead by 2 at the last end. And it will be Montilla to play. Let's see, there is a gap in between those two blue. And he manages to get there. Managed to get close to the jack. With just a small touch on the blue. Another touch on the blue. And it's a short ball. As for the score, and it's 2 for red. Maybe now Desiree to play. If played with enough strength, it'll go there. Let's see. It was short and too much to their left. Let's see now, the next ball. It looks better. And it's in the scoring position. Currently it's 3 for Spain. And the captain here has an opportunity to tie this match at 5. if she managed to score the next one. I believe it's there. But maybe that small touch. And it's for red, from what the referee said. Of course, the Croatian captain wants to go onto the court to see for herself. Barbasic agrees. And it's a tight match. As all the other games have been here on court number 2. Very close. Emotion until the last ball. And the Spanish team, despite losing 5-0, did not go down. They now only depend on themselves to win this match. It was 5-0. Now it's 5-5. As we bring you the results on the other games. On court number 4, Slovakia is winning 6-3 against Czechia. Court number 5, the Polish pair is still winning 5-2, this time against Brazil. Still 9-1 for Portugal against France on court number 6. Court number 7, an increase on the difference. Now it's 4-1 for Singapore against Sweden. And Brazil managed to turn the game around on court number 8 against Great Britain, now winning 3-2. And what an exciting game that we have here. Now will be Dora Basic to play the jack. 5-5. This game. As I talked during the warm-up, it's not because Spain is 15th and Croatia 23rd that they don't play well, they don't play good. Of course not. These are the best players in the world here at Póvoa. And of course they give us a good match, an emotional match until the last end and hopefully to the last ball. And also remembering that on end number 4, Spain didn't play one ball, and then where they won at only 1 point. And with that ball that they did not play because they finished the time that they had, could be a decisive factor also. If they scored that ball, it could change all the whole game. Now, a good ball by Dora Basic. Imagine to push just a bit the red out of the way and get the blue one to score. Desiree Segarra has to go onto the court to see the match. Desiree Segarra now to play. He goes onto the left. But it's still a good ball. As we've seen on other games, a ball played to the back of the white is not completely out of the game. The players and the team will want the jack to move towards that ball that was played longer. It's also a strategy. Now it's a great ball by Juan Manuel Montilla. As now Croatia will go to their third ball. It's now, it looks like it's Luka Wagner to play. He perhaps will try to touch the blue ball that is in front to get it closer to the jack. But he touches the red, gets the red even closer. And now completely misses the game. Now, last 2 minutes for Croatia and last 2 balls. And it will be Martin Frkovic to play. Spain still with 3 balls left. Could it be that Spain can win this game? That's right in front. Will be really difficult for them to get out of the way. They of course will try to move the jack to this blue ball that it's on the left side from our view. Martin Frkovic misses. 1 minute 10. Only 1 ball left. Spain can win this game. And the game is won. They are scoring 1. They still have 3 balls left. They can try to go for more points as it's important for their group classification. Will they risk a win? As we see here, the Spanish captain is saying that she would not play anymore. Let's see. Let's see if the other team members agree with that. They will not play. They will not play. They go with the win. They managed to turn this game around. Losing 5-0. They end up winning 5-6. Now the question is only if it's 1 or 2 points for Spain. I believe it will be 2. Incredible how Spain managed to turn this game around. Losing 5-0, entering the 4th end. Now we have the official indication from the referee. It's 2 for red. So Spain wins this game with 7 for red, 5 for blue, 7 for Spain, 5 for Croatia. And that was one more exciting match played to the last end. A team losing ended up winning with a 5 points difference. That's the best posture to bring you. How not to love this game. And it's time for us to say goodbye for today. This was the last game here. We're back tomorrow at 10 with another BC3 pair match between Poland and Singapore. And then we'll start with the knockout stages on the pairs and teams competition. So I'll see you tomorrow. And remember, if it's Boccia, it's in Povła.